Birdman, flying any weather.
All right. Well, hello to all you nifty nerds, gaming goons, and joystick jockeys out there in Pixelland. I didn't see you there. This is Double Shift, the show where seasoned game industry vets talk about the right way and the proper way to put toilet paper on the toilet paper holder.
Oh no.
Danelle, is it a beard or is it a mullet? But before we get to that, we'll get to that at the end. We might actually get to that. Who knows? The joke is that we never get to it. But before we get to that, we'll talk about video games just a little bit. I am your host, Mike A, a.k.a. DJ Ain't Nothing Sweet But the Noonie, along with my friend, former colleague, and current center square on Hollywood Squares,
Ooh.
Danelle. Say hello, Danelle.
Hello, Danelle.
Gets me every time. And then, of course, speaking of squares, we also have producer Jeff here. So, hi, Jeff. How's it going, bud?
Wow.
Good to hear from
I
you.
used to love that show.
Hollywood Squares?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It's a fun show. It's a good song.
When I watched it as a kid, though, I didn't really watch it as an adult. Maybe it wouldn't be as fun, but as a kid, I thought it was funny. I didn't even get half the jokes they said and stuff they talked about anyways. I don't know.
Nothing's fun anymore. Maybe that's just getting older.
Oh.
Hollywood Squares is also a pretty good song by Bootsy Collins as well. Shout out to Bootsy.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. All right. Man, we got to record this at some point so I can stop saying it and Jeff can put it at the beginning. But since we haven't yet for today, don't forget to check us out on our Instagram page. It is up, and we got some pictures. We started putting some clips on there. We're going to put more clips on there. It's a lot of fun. We got fan art. We have new fan art actually that you can check out about this game commercial that we designed on the fly a few episodes back. So please check that out. Double Shift Pod, all one word. This seems to be working. We're getting like random people following us. Of course, they're listening to the podcast and remembering that it's Double Shift Pod, all one word.
Yes.
And they're going to our AG and they're following us, so that's good. Thank you. Same with the email, doubleShiftPod@gmail.com. Jeff, do we have any fan mail today? Oh, he's looking.
I know, he's like, oh.
Oh, he's
He
saying.
shook his head no before he even looked. How dare you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Such confidence in us.
One day we'll get fan mail, and we'll have too much, and then we won't. We're gonna have to do like bonus episodes of just reading fan mail.
That would be awesome, actually.
It would be
I like those. I used to watch those TV shows. Like, what was that one? With not Svengoolie, but that guy who does like. Maybe it's him, but it's like that guy who sits in a castle and he reviews old movies and stuff, and he talks about him. He's like some old rocker guy.
Yeah, I don't think that is Svengoolie.
No, but I think it's like the same type of show or something like that. But he used to bring in fan mail and read it, and I just think it's fun when they do that.
Yeah. You're not talking about the Bay Area one, are you?
Yes, the Bay Area one.
Yeah, that's DJ No Name hosted that show. Coffee's creepy something movie time creature.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
With that weird guy in the castle. And...
Yeah, our friend Hank was on that show in the background once because he knew.
What?
Yeah, he knew someone that worked on the show.
No.
Like that. Yeah. Shout out to all that shit. Wow. And I love that you. I smiled when you said Svengoolie because I love that guy. He's
yeah. My mom knows who that is. That's how I know of it. But
he's ancient. Yeah, he's been around forever. And yeah, so no fan mail. We got a YouTube, Double Shift Pod, spaces between the words. Go check us out there. Boom Selecta. All right. Last week we had a kind of a short episode. I don't want to say that this one's extra long. But it's definitely longer. I have a lot of content, so let's get to it. This week's episode, blandly titled "Boom Shalocka Doom." See what I did there? We're going to be talking about, Doom. You know Doom? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Doom.
Yeah, that's exactly. Doom was a rebellious PC game made by the amazing maniacs from id Software in the early 90s that spawned an entire franchise still beloved to this day. So yes, a whole ass episode dedicated to probably the most important first-person shooter of all time. It wasn't the first one, and it wasn't even their first one. Wolfenstein was, um, but yeah, that was not id Software's
Wolfenstein.
first person shooter. Danelle, can you say first person shooter 238 times fast?
First person shooter. Is that
That
what
was
you said?
one.
First person.
It's not
No.
more than one.
First purse turned into a purse.
Oh, there. That was my next line that I was going to have you say. So thank you. Yeah, Doom was the game that really pushed that genre into the direction that we all know and love today. Had amazing 3D-ish graphics, networked multiplayer matches, tons of mod capabilities, and of course, crazy weapons.
Yes.
The game was so popular that before the term first person shooter became the norm in the gamer lexicon, similar games back in those days were simply referred to as Doom clones. No, Danelle, not that type of clone. Sorry.
Oh,
Got to sneak those in every once in a while. The original
yeah.
game was
Forever.
episodically released in 3 parts, with the first one being shareware. Shout out shareware. And the other 2 being available
Hmm.
via mail order. So that's kind of fun. Remember mail order? Not
Ooh.
brides, Jeff. Calm down. But
I know.
uh, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like that you can like download a game the night it comes out, or sometimes even before it comes out, and it's amazing and convenient. But something very exciting about back in the day ordering something in the mail, anticipating it, and being super stoked when it finally arrives. So
I get too many Amazon packages now for that.
it kind of, yeah. I mean, it's like it's not the same though, because you can get them the same day or the next day or whatever.
Yeah, I know
And
you don't know when it was going to come. Now you can track them. I have like FedEx tracking and UPS tracking, so anytime USPS tracking, so I know when everything's going to arrive now. So I guess it takes the mystery out of it.
it does, and it's. I mean, we're probably better off for it, but still, old stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. Looking in catalogs and ordering stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Jeff, not the Sears catalog. You're on fire today, Jeff. You keep interrupting. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, I can feel them from here burning.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's only a couple of towns over.
Burning for you. So yeah,
Oh.
after Doom came out, a whole ass franchise was born. Tons of other games in the series have been released and re-released, and then re-released, and then there's been movies and comics and toys and God knows what else. Well, God and Jeff, of course, given his frequent trips to the Power Exchange. I bet they have some Doom stuff there, but we don't have time to talk about that today. And I'll leave Jeff alone eventually. I don't know. It's something about him. He keeps interrupting me today. What do you have any experience with the old school Doom or anything like that there, Danelle?
Nope.
That's sweet. That's exactly what I
I'm
anticipated.
probably the only person who hasn't.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but
I definitely know of it, saw people play it, but never did.
yeah. I didn't have a PC that was good enough to play really anything other than Oregon Trail back in the day. But I had a few friends that did, and the cool parents usually let their kids play Wolfenstein and Doom, like when I would go for a sleepover, and that's how I got to play it a little bit before it came to consoles a couple years later. My brother had a friend who worked at Blockbuster Video, not Rangoon Video and Pager, but
Ooh.
Blockbuster Video. And one day, a copy of Doom for the SNES showed up at our house. I'm not quite sure if he rented it from his place of employment or permanently borrowed it, but either way, we had it at our house for about a week, and it was like a cool like dark blood red cart, and that was cool.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
That's
so I was
cool.
like, I already like it. It's like a dark red blood cart.
Yeah.
I don't even need to.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I don't even need to play it. But I did, and the SNES version didn't look as good as a PC. But back in those days, I didn't really care. And getting anything for
Yeah.
free, even if it was like a free week of something, like in the '90s, was like super exciting. So
Yeah.
now we get everything, a lot of things for free nowadays, and it's ruined the fun. Do you know the original name of the character that you played in Doom, Danelle? It's
Nope.
His name was Doom Guy
Oh my
because he was
gosh.
a guy.
So creative.
Yeah. Eventually renamed to the Doom Slayer in the more modern version, which is, a little bit more metal, I guess. Um, but yeah, he's an unnamed space marine fighting demons, first on Mars, and then eventually in hell, which is the natural progression of things. Mars from Mars to hell.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I think. And then
Men are from Mars, women are from hell.
yeah, that's the book. I remember that book. Yeah. Um, it doesn't rhyme, but it's fine. Um,
Yeah.
so you go around shooting demons, and you go through rooms, and you find keys, and you shoot more demons, and then when you're done shooting demons, you shoot more demons, and then you exit the stage, or you shoot a really big demon, and then you exit the stage, only to get to the next stage to shoot more demons and find more keys. So simple, violent, cool, and fun. And if I ever start another band, it will be a doom metal band, and that will be the name of my first
Of
album.
course.
Simple, violent, cool, fun. Kind of like TLC. Crazy,
Oh,
sexy, cool,
wow.
right? Simple, violent, cool, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing, really.
Like it.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of like a brief history of Doom, kind of, sort
Doom.
of. But Doom is kind of a crazy phenomenon, and not because it was like the best selling PC game or one of the best selling PC games of its time, a breakout hit, not because it got high praise from fans and critical, like not because of all the various mods and sequels over the years, and no, not even from the more recent reboot, which Doom fans really love. It's because nerds and bored smart people have got Doom to run on so many things, to the point where a lot of nerds, including myself and my buddy Sam, more on him later, often joke about, and sometimes have had actual buzzed conversations about actually doing this. What can we get Doom to run on? In fact, there's a whole ass website dedicated to this called Can It Run
What?
Doom? So
What?
if you type in like canitRunDoom.com, I don't know the actual website. I guess I should have like put it on my notes here. Um, you can see all the different things that can run Doom.
What
So
the hell? This is so weird.
it is very weird. Yeah, no, it's kind of a crazy phenomenon. So, for example, Donnell, um, Doom has
My
been
guy.
installed and successfully run on smart refrigerators.
What?
I have a dumb refrigerator, so I can't test this out. Digital cameras, um,
What?
oscilloscopes,
Oh,
ATMs,
oscilloscope?
printers,
What?
smartwatches, calculators, toasters, thermostats, of course,
What?
e-readers, smartphones, and tablets, but like unofficially, and then web
There's
browsers, and
what
then
the hell?
even in a PDF file. The playable version was in a PDF file, creating that they used it creating JavaScript stuff with it. I don't know. I'm not smart. I don't know how to put Doom on stuff. But so my
Wow.
choice for running Doom, my object would be an avocado. Danelle, what things would you want to install Doom on?
Banana.
Oh, a banana.
Well, I don't know. It's the first thing I saw since you said avocado was food.
Food. Nice.
Installing on food.
Well, in that case, Jeff, we need to get on installing Doom on both an avocado and banana. You have engineering skills. Let's put them to the test, my friend.
With smart TV on here? I
Uh,
guess maybe a web browser would be considered then, huh? I was like, maybe I can install it on my TV.
I bet I didn't even scratch the surface, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're installed
Now that I'm
on
thinking about it.
smart
Yeah.
TVs. Um,
That's how I would install it on my smart TV.
it'd be
That's a
cool
real
to,
answer, not a banana.
yeah. I mean, it probably won't work. It would be cool to install it like on a hat. Like see, like right here where the Warriors logo is. Like
Oh, yeah.
this is like you're playing Doom, and I just have to sit there and be like, all right, go
That'd
ahead,
be cool.
play Doom.
We
I hope
actually
you
have a
mess
hat
up.
that you can program letters and it'll say stuff. It's digital.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
It'd be kind of cool if we could get Doom on that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, nerds and smart people out there, if you're listening, get that hat and put Doom on it.
Get that hat.
Get that hat. Well, speaking of bananas and avocados,
Mm.
those would both qualify as snacks, and so if
Snacks?
that is not a good enough prompt to get into the snack segment, I don't know
Ooh, I'm
what is.
excited.
Jeff, what do you?
Snacks? 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 I'm excited to hear what the snack is.
Oh, I feel bad now about that, and you'll see why. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. I always say I'm going to do things short, and then I ended up talking for 20 minutes or something. But gamer snacks, of
Hmm.
course, is where we pair fine wine with food, all that. You know that. You guys know this segment. We're pairing a snack with a dope ass game. Snacks is spelled with an X because it is, and you have to deal with it. So snacks is obviously, I think, both of our favorite segment on here. I would say
Mm-hmm.
it takes up like half the episode, honestly, which I think is great. We're not just a gaming podcast; we also like snacks. But
Yum.
we do have a lot of
Yummy.
content to get through today, so I'm gonna make this easy, Danelle. I hope you're not too mad at me if you'll bear
Okay.
with me. Um, so this is obviously the Doom episode, and that came out in the early '90s. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna rattle off some early '90s snacks, and we're gonna eat all of
Okay.
them. Keebler Pizzeria chips.
Oh, I don't remember
They were
those.
pizza chips.
Sounds good. I like pizza flavored
Pringles.
goldfish.
Oh, goldfish too. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, the extreme pizza is so good.
Especially the flavor blasted.
Yeah, the flavor blasted. So
Yeah.
good.
How about Snackwell cookies?
Oh my gosh. I used to like I think they had like Devil's Foods
Yes,
ones.
I think that is the one.
I don't know if there was yeah, maybe that's the only one, but I liked them and they're supposed to be like good for you, I think, right? Or they were like
90s good for you, yeah.
yeah.
I think
Oh, oh,
you remember like Wow chips? Remember Wow chips from the 90s? It was
this
all your favorite
sounds
chips, but they were
familiar.
the Wow brand. And basically, I think they just put stuff that made you crap your pants in those things, and that's how they were healthy for you. So, laxatives.
Wow.
How about PB Crisp?
I don't know what that is.
It was like a Planters peanut shaped cookie, um, and it had like
Like
peanut.
Nutter Butters?
Yeah, but it had like peanut butter inside, and they were like thicker than Nutter Butters. It looked like an actual
Huh.
peanut. Um,
Oh, nope. Don't know them.
okay, well,
Sounds good. I'd try it.
don't be afraid to give any air horns. Actually, by the way,
Oh
as I
God.
name these things, if you like them, if you don't, then what's the opposite of an air horn? Like a dying air horn?
Yeah, the oh, I was thinking wah wah
Yeah,
wah.
or the good old Price is Right. Next up
Yeah.
is Shark Bite fruit snacks.
Doom 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 doom. I don't know. That's
No.
what popped in my head instead of an air horn.
the shark air horn.
Yeah. I remember those and always like I said, I wasn't a gummy fan though.
Right, right.
And I remember wanting them just because they looked cool.
Yeah, and then eventually, like they introduced the Great White flavor, and that was like a big
Yeah,
deal.
exactly. I thought they were really cool. I probably did try them, but
I'm
I just
sure
wanted them just because they were cool.
they were a schoolyard favorite. How about Kudos bars?
Oh my gosh, do they not still make
I
those?
don't think so. I don't know. I don't really look for these types of things anymore, but I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure they don't.
I totally remember them. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. How about String Thing fruit snacks?
What? No.
It was like a ropey fruit snack type thing that was like put together in like a shape of something, and you like slowly peeled it off, and it was like one long string.
Oh, I do remember that,
Probably play
but
bass guitar with it. Dum, 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 dum.
interesting.
And then
Fruit by the
finally,
foot.
yeah, fruit by the foot is still around.
It's weird.
That ends up in like favor bags that my kids get at like dance and stuff sometimes. But um,
Funny.
and finally, how about Jolt? Freaking Jolt! Like 10 Jolt. You can have 10
Oh,
Jolts. You like Jolt?
no way.
No.
I never had any, but I know of them. They were such a hot item.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and they were banned and then they weren't and blah blah blah. But now there's like energy drinks
Yeah.
and stuff, so I don't see why we can't bring it back. It was just like twice the
Yeah.
caffeine of Coke, I think. It's not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, I'm obviously paraphrasing. I'm not going through like some nostalgic history or shit. I'm naming snacks because it's the '90s. And what game are we going to pair it with? Well, of course we're going to pair it with Doom. Doom is the game we're pairing these snacks with. Why wouldn't it be? It's a Doom episode. Now look, I'm not being lazy. I actually miss most of those snacks. I named them, and it was always going to be Doom for the game pairing because it's the Doom episode. And Jeff's very impatient and got a lot of stuff to do, and he wants us to get this over with
Hurry it up.
quickly.
Yeah.
But while we're at it,
That's what she said.
yeah, that she just talks too much. That
I know.
she just never stops talking. She's always saying stuff. That what is
She.
her name? That she.
I don't know. She.
Yeah, She-Ra.
Sheila.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Sheila. That makes sense. But I do want to say that I also miss Quackers, the duck-shaped snack cracker.
That sounds familiar.
Those were from the '80s, so I couldn't include it with the '90s snacks. But yeah, I love Quackers.
Oh, I never had them.
Oh man, sour cream and onion were my favorite, and sure we still have goldfish today, and those rule. We just talked about it. The pizza ones you like. But
Mm-hmm.
something about the duck shape made Quackers a delight, and I always asked for them as a wee lad. And I remember 'em, I remember eating them and playing NES all the time. And what I've realized is that I named another snack, and we're on the snack segment. And I said we were short on time, but I kind of just did another snacks review. Quackers are dope, and we should bring them back. But now I have to pair that with the game because I'm OCD. So. It's an '80s snack, so it couldn't be paired with Doom. So I'm pairing it with a game called Faxanadu or Fashanadu, however you pronounce it. So there we go.
Hmm.
Quackers,
There you
um,
go.
and pizzeria chips and Snackwell cookies and PB Crisp and air horns and Jolt and Shark Bite fruit snacks and kudos and string things are our snacks today. Danelle, your thoughts and anything to add? Any '90s stuff that you remember fondly, like Ecto Cooler or anything like that?
Oh, there were those Disney shaped like ice cream pop things or like fruit. I think they were in the shape of like Donald Duck. I don't know. Someone I saw it online recently. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I totally remember those."
Yes, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, the popsicles. Yeah,
They were popsicles and they're like in the shape of the different characters.
yeah. Until you pulled them out of the
Um,
actual packaging, and there was like a uncanny valley version of Donald. You have a Donald
yep.
impression? You must. I bet you can do Donald. I probably asked you before, but
No, I can't do Donald.
that's okay. Um, Jeff,
But
eyebrows
no.
down.
Oh, you're
Um,
making me hungry like always for all these snacks.
I I know. Well, we're gonna move on quickly because again we have a lot of stuff. So
Quickly.
also just really quick though before we move on, because you mentioned the Disney popsicles. Shout out to the Donald Duck brand of the frozen orange juice concentrate in the freezer aisle from back in the
I was
day.
going to talk about the Donald Duck orange juice, but I didn't bring it
Oh,
up. I'm glad you did.
I love that. I would eat that with a spoon, frozen. We like didn't get that a lot, but
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
just straight up orange juice
I never thought
concentrate.
about frozen. That sounds good,
It
actually.
was. It was. It was like a.
Probably super sour because you didn't concentrate it with water.
Oh, it was
It's
like
making my mouth water right now. Like my glands like salivate just thinking about that.
it was like shaved ice. But yeah, I think you're right. It probably was a little too sour, but that's okay because I'm sweet enough, and it all
Aww.
balanced out. All right. So that was the snacks, and since we are
With it.
celebrating Doom and the new release of Doom: The Dark Ages today,
Doom,
we're
doom,
going to go on to our
doom.
next segment, and Danelle is so excited about Doom: The Dark Ages that she hasn't even played it. But fear not, Danelle doesn't need to play games to review
Aw.
them. She has a review anyways. So here comes Danelle reviews games. Uh oh. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, do we have music for this? I couldn't even remember.
Yeah, this is Danelle reviews games.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
even.
Remember the first time that Jeff debuted it, he played it and we stared at him for a good
Oh, yeah.
45 minutes.
We didn't know what was going on. We're
Yeah,
like,
he edited it out to where we only stared at him for about 30 seconds on the podcast. But anyways, Danelle, you
very
haven't played
nice.
Doom: The Dark Ages, but you have a review. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
Um, I, I don't know. I was like, I feel like my reviews still aren't that great, but
So you
they're kind of
gotta
short and sweet.
you gotta be more
Um,
confident, Danelle.
I know. Well, first of all, when I was looking into it, I would say the graphics look absolutely beautiful. Those landscapes are so vast and they look so cool. And there's so many different variations. I saw this like a Lovecraftian one in this one, and I like Lovecraft stuff, and I thought it just looked really cool. But man, I don't know. The graphics look beautiful. The game looked really beautiful.
Yeah.
The let's see. I guess there's like a new shield that's new to this that they didn't used to have a shield before. I saw some guy talking about that, and that like weapon seemed really cool because you can be offensive and defensive with it. He was defending like stuff coming, he could like throw it, and I don't know. It seemed really cool. It actually made me want to play the game. Like when I was like looking at all this stuff,
Yeah,
because it looks really like.
that would be breaking the rules. You can't. You can play the game after today's episode.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. That's what I should maybe like start doing. But yeah, like just watching all the different like gameplay and all the different people playing. I don't know. It looked like, oh, I kind of actually like really want to play this. There's like a lot of variation of enemies and tons of them apparently. Like I guess like someone was saying there's like it was so overwhelming that there's so many from coming from the front and behind. You have to learn how to like adjust your strategy because there's so many different enemies, but it looked really fast. Like it looked fast paced enough for me because I kind of like that. I feel like it's like there's a lot going on and there's a lot to do, and so I feel like it would be like really fun for like me to play. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of variation of different tools, like or the I think they call them tools, but the weapons that you can use, and it just seems like the game doesn't ever really get stale. There's like a lot of exploration you can do and challenging enemies, and this seems almost never ending.
Yeah.
It seems like there's just so much to do. I mean, I heard one guy say he was already into like 20 hours of gameplay, and there was still like so much to do. There's a lot going on. So
It's a long
3 out of 5. No, I'm just kidding. I know that. I'm actually gonna give that. I know. I'm actually gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I almost wanted to give it 5, but I don't like.
Nothing's perfect.
Yeah, nothing's perfect, but I actually kind of want to play it.
Nice. Very good review. Jeff, edit the part out where she says 4 out of 5, please. Let's only have 3 out of 5 from now on. Just
I
for me.
know. I was gonna keep with that, like we said, but I don't know. I wanted to give my honest opinion. So.
Yeah, yeah, and we're celebrating the game today too. So yeah, you do want to be honest. Yeah,
But
well,
yeah, are you playing it? Have you played it? That's what I was curious about.
absolutely. And Danelle, well, first of all, Microsoft, if you're listening, Xbox Game Pass is the best deals in games, and you can get it today for a monthly fee of like $20 or something.
Yep.
But you can download it on Xbox Game Pass, which I know that you have. So
Wait, what? I can?
yeah, it came out day one on Xbox Game Pass. Telling you, it's best deal in gaming.
Holy shit! It really is.
It is.
I don't even really play that many games on it anymore, but I still keep up the Game Pass because every once in a while, yeah, there'll be a game that they're playing or someone's like, "Oh, you should try this out," and
Exactly.
oh, I can just go on Game Pass. Like, I don't know. I was upset that I didn't cancel it one time, but then now I'm glad that I am. Even so, too, like when my boyfriend's son comes into town, he always wants me to play games with him,
Right.
and like half the time I'm like, "Oh shoot, I don't have Game Pass anymore," so I have to like pay for it again anyways, and I should just keep it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it pays for itself
It does.
pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
so
Well, I'm good. I'm glad you told me about that. Now I'm excited.
yeah, please sponsor us, Game Pass. I mean, we only say good things about you, but yes, I did play it. I have a little mini review of myself. Of course, I do.
Of course you do.
Constantly,
Tell
every
me
day in the
more.
mirror.
What do you
Uh,
like best about yourself?
Yeah, you know what, Mikey? Don't listen to them. That looks good on you. That's what I say. But Doom: The Dark Ages. So that game, I haven't beat it yet, but I played a lot of it in anticipation for this episode, and the game gives me anxiety in all the best ways.
See, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
So yeah, like my heart is pounding over this game. It's loud. The music is super metal. Like the
I knew you were going to say that. That
Yeah.
was one thing I was going to comment on, but I don't listen to metal music. And I was like, I bet you, Mikey, probably would totally love this soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the newer Dooms that started being made in the last few years have a banging metal soundtrack, and so that obviously for me that's a plus.
Yeah, the one reviewer I saw said that he actually just turned off all the game sounds in game and just had the metal music playing. He was just playing through the game with the metal music because he loved it so much.
Yeah, I could see that. The sound effects are good too. Everything's like really heavy, and everything pretty much breaks if you touch it. Like all the environment, like there's just constantly
Oh.
things breaking, and the demons sound pretty scary and all that kind of stuff. And like them like dying sounds kind of cool too. Um, they are demons, so I don't mind if they die. Um, the
Yeah.
anxiety part for me though, it's like the big battle. There's always like a big battle or two or three in each
Yeah.
level, and that's like the core gameplay. And there's just like you mentioned, just hordes and hordes of horrid horrors from all angles. Whew, that was I can't believe I got
Yeah.
that out. And you're constantly like about to die. Like your health is just constantly like low or critical, and like the screen's turning red. So you're just running around. You're collecting health and power ups, or you can perform
Yeah.
like special moves to get health and power ups from the demons. And like you mentioned, the shield. So there's
Mhm.
barely time. I don't even use my gun half the time unless like you're really supposed to. You can
Yeah.
just smash people or demons rather with the shield and throw it.
Yeah, it seems cool. Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems cool.
and they just like fall apart, and it's
Or it
great.
seems gratifying. That's what I was thinking. She could just throw it and defend and attack, and I don't know, just
Yeah, and like the controller kind of like when you like smash into someone, go,
yeah, nice.
So
Oh, batteries probably die fast.
yeah, I had listen, I have a wired controller for my PC. Look how beautiful that is.
Oh yeah, I do too. Actually, mine's red though. I gotta.
Oh, beautiful! It's kind of pinkish on
I know it is. It's like
yeah,
a dark pink.
cherry blossom. Um,
Ooh, that's nice.
and it's actually not as fast paced as the last two Dooms that were released, but it's
Oh,
still
okay.
and they did that on purpose because it's like it goes along with the story or whatever. And speaking of the story, it's
Mm,
like Doom in medieval times, but the future or something, and it's in space and hell. I think
yeah, yeah,
I don't really know. Like, there's a story and it seems fine, but I don't play these things for the story.
yeah,
Because it's like medieval future space times. It's kind of funny to see like uh, the people in the universe dressed like in old Nordic garb almost, but they also have like laser beams. So,
They're confused.
yeah, but the cuts. I mean, it looks really cool. All the cutscenes look really beautiful, and
Yeah,
like even before I played it, I'm like, I don't care about the story whether it's good or not. It's throwaway for me no matter what. So that's not a plus or a minus because I'm here
yeah.
for the violence and the gore and the limbs falling off and the pools of blood that are constantly splashing around, and the game is really gross and I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, my heart's racing the entire time. It's challenging. I hope that's burning calories. Uh,
Ooh, good one.
you like I said, you're always on the brink of death, and you're running around, and man, I don't know. If I smoke cigarettes still, I'd want a cigarette after each level. Dark green American spirits. That's what I would have after each level. I don't.
Dark green. Is that like a menthol?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I've never smoked cigarettes before, but I hear that the dark green American
Oh,
spirits were the best cigarettes ever, and yes, they were menthol.
yeah.
There's
I
like
wouldn't know either. I
yeah,
just.
I would have no idea. So I'm a good boy. But there's like a level where you can play as a giant mech, and that's super cool. And everything gets destroyed as you
Ooh.
walk around. And even as a regular dude, you're super heavy. So when you jump off a cliff, like enemies are there, like everything shakes and they die and explode, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw that too. It looked cool.
Yeah, like you're like a
If you
tank.
jump from really high, I saw like everyone around you, like, and the rocks and everything. Everyone, I don't know, it just seemed cool.
Yeah, no, it's just constant death. Uh, and it's gory and over the top. And I honestly don't even notice it half the time, and it just seems normal. And I don't know if that's a reflection on
Yeah,
me as a person or and how
yeah, I don't
desensitized
know.
I am. Growing up in an era where not only the music, games, shows, and movies glorify violence, but the news is also one big goddamn violent horror show. So I don't even know where I am right now. I
Hmm.
lost consciousness there for a second. So
Yeah,
Doom's fun. There's lots of secrets to collect, and you can go back and do it if you missed it. And I'd say I'm going to do that, but I probably won't because something new and shiny will come along, and I'll be excited about that. And um, yeah, no, it's yeah, the review has been therapeutic for me. Actually, I think I need an American Spirit, but first
oh God.
I, I need to give my score. And instead of being original, I'm just gonna pay homage to something near and dear to my heart, which I think you might know about. But
Oh,
the last drive-in. So
oh
Uh,
gosh, it's Joe Bob Briggs or
yeah.
whatever his name
If
is.
you know, you know, you mutant. So my review or my score for Doom: The Dark Ages is 4 stars. Mikey says, check it out. So there you go. That is my review.
Nice. Is that 4 out of 5 stars? Is that the
No, it's just
or four
it's
max?
just 4 stars. Mikey says, check it out.
Oh, okay.
Don't you
Well,
remember? I used to write that. I used to
I do remember that now.
do that in
Yes,
Slack all the time at work.
I
So
remembered something.
you can remember. So yeah, that was the double review of Doom, The Dark Ages, and both
Double trouble.
Double Trouble, the Double Bubble Heloscope.
I'll say double
Um,
bubble.
Danelle and I gave Doom four.
4. Yeah, that's true. We
Four. Yeah,
did.
we gave it four. So check it out. Um, so I'm going to move on to my next segment here, and actually, what I did, Danelle, you might have caught wind of it. Actually, I think I mentioned it in
I
our.
smelled
You
it for
smelled
sure.
it, yeah, and my arms are up right now, so you can definitely smell it. I'm going to keep them up while I introduce this next segment. Jeff, stop shaking your head. I'm going to put them down.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
That's the second time you've sang
I
that.
know.
One of
I
these.
think you remind me of it too much. I don't know what you do, but
Well, what don't I
I
do?
don't know how you do what you do. I'm not gonna keep going on.
Yeah, let's not make it awkward. Um,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wait a minute, where is this going?
Jeff's looking. Stop. Anyways, this next segment is I call it the Sam segment. So my good buddy
Damn.
Sam, or as I
Okay.
call him, Sam Squanch. He is also a big fan of Doom, and Sam and I pretty much get excited about the same things, like Beavis and Butthead, Sierra Nevada beers, fart jokes. The list goes on, but we mostly get
Oh
excited about
God.
the same video games. So Sam and I pretty much talk on a daily basis, and 90% of the conversation is video games. I should also mention that we are both in our 40s. But listen, don't judge us. This life sucks, and why can't we be excited
Life
about
does not suck. Stop
it?
it.
No, I know but it is difficult, right? You know, can I
Yeah.
enjoy things whilst also navigating the difficulties of being a parent and providing for my family and keeping my mental status. Anyways,
That's all right. That's why we do this.
yeah, exactly. This is just therapy for us, and Jeff is our therapist, and he's a good listener.
Gives us
Um,
feedback and
yeah. So yeah, we like I said, we get excited about the
yeah.
same video games. And
Yes.
naturally, we were both anticipating the new Doom with great excitement and middle-aged nerdom. So I thought it would be fun for Sam to write a short review of any Doom game if it's choosing. And I didn't give him any. I was just like, Sam, I want you to do a write-up for this episode.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So instead of one Doom game, he gave us a whole ass tier list. So he's going to kind of rank
What?
tier, not like tears of a
No,
clown, like
I know, but I know he did a tiered
he did a
release.
he
Wow.
did a tier list, so I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna do an impression of him or anything, but this is the ultimate Doom tier list from our guest writer Sam Squanch. Um, so here we go. Time to inevitably piss off one of our 5 listeners out there with the indisputable tier list to settle our all tier list. Which Dooms
Mm.
are the worst, and which Dooms are the blurst? Disclaimer: this was written by a room full of monkeys. We're going to go in chronological order. No, not chronic order, Danelle. Calm down over there. But chronological order of major Doom releases. And we're going to start out strong with the GOAT, the one that started it all, Doom. Doom is motherfucking S tier, Sam says. So you know your tiers, right, Danelle?
Oh.
S tier is like the cream of the crop.
No.
It rises to the
No,
top. Yeah,
nope.
it goes
Never heard that.
S, A, B, C, D, maybe F.
What?
Yeah,
Nope.
the internet. I think it stands for
Okay.
special or something like that. Anyways, S tier is the cream of the crop. Um,
Okay.
uh, Back to Sam. This was the reason
Yeah.
I, and probably most others, even wanted a stupid computer back in the early 90s. It refined the Wolfenstein formula into something as timeless as it is badass, and it set the standard for all first person shooters that followed. Even now,
Yeah.
32 years later, its influence can't be ignored. If you disagree, congrats. You're an idiot that doesn't understand history.
32 years.
I know.
Wow. Really?
It's crazy, right? Like,
Wow.
yeah. And they still, like I mentioned in the beginning, they re-release Doom and they re-release Doom like all the time. So
Yeah.
it's still got that effect on people. Jeff, stop yawning. Next in Sam's tier list, we got Doom 2, a name
Okay.
that lets you know exactly what you're gonna get. More motherfucking Doom. He puts this on the A tier. Only because it didn't do much new outside of the new weapons and monsters. But if it didn't have to at the time. If we're being honest, people just wanted more Doom, and that's what it was. Though that final boss, the Icon of Sin, you had to fight a wall. One giant demon head with the George Romero's head inside is just magnificent. You know what? He changes it to an A plus tier because of the George Romero head.
Silly.
Shout out to George Romero. Are you a George Romero fan there, Danelle?
Oh yeah, I sure
How
am.
can you not be? How can you not
Hmm.
be? Next on the tier list is Doom 64. Never really played it, but it looks hideous. People say they like it now, but no one liked it back then in '97, so D tier. Uh, moving, moving right along to Doom 3.
Love it.
Um, what do you think Sam's going to give it? A C tier? A D tier? What do you think? What do you think, Danelle?
I Doom 3. I have no idea.
Yeah.
C.
See? Oh, error buzz in parentheses. Wrong. I could have done the sound effect, but I didn't want to. I thought it'd be funnier. And it was. B tier, and he's not talking to you, Danelle. Go fuck yourself, and here's why. Doom 1 and 2 were released a mere 1 year apart, but for Doom 3, people had to wait 7 years.
Wow.
Actually,
Wow, that's a long
10
time.
years actually if you skip Doom 64 like most people did. And holy hell, did the graphics take a jump and a half. Sprite-based pseudo 3D graphics replaced with full 3D rendering and dynamic lighting. And so that was a graphical jump of which the likes mankind dan well never see again, Sam says. It was slower paced and more horror themed than the previous entries, and people didn't like that. You had to switch between the damn flashlight all the time. But mods and updates made it so you can strap the flashlight to the end of your gun. So I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Go F yourself, B tier.
Like it.
Coming in
That's
hot,
just
we
really
got Doom 2016. Sam says, I really wish they chose a different name so it made Googling this shit easier without
That's
having to type in extra
hilarious.
words and numbers and shit.
Awesome.
Redundant
That's
naming
so good.
conventions aside, Doom 2016 is an absolute masterpiece as one of the greatest video games ever made. That's Sam's claim,
Oh.
just so everyone remembers. It's visual storytelling at its finest from the moment you awaken inside an unsealed tomb to ripping out a pinky's tooth and shoving it right in his eyeball. The craft that went to the animations was stellar. It feels like they took that one extra Mississippi to let you soak in the badassness, making everything feel so visceral and rhythmic. Effing S plus tier. So that's like
Whoa.
he added
Cream of the crop.
yeah, he rise to the top.
Wow, so this is his favorite.
Yes. Yeah.
So far, at least, I guess. But wow, okay.
Yeah. What is it? Cream of the crop. I rise to the top. Never eat a pig because a pig is a cop. Is that House of Pain, or better yet, a Terminator? I don't know. Sorry, I can't remember. I can't remember my jump around lyrics. I'm sad now.
Oh my god.
And I was hoping that you would, but that's okay.
No, I don't know that line.
Actually, before I go on and finish, there's two more in the tier list here. And I might short his last one is Doom: The Dark Ages. I might shorten it since we did 2 reviews, but this episode is called Boom Shalocka Lock Doom, which is a shout out to House of Pain song Boom Shalocka Lock Boom back in the day. Not Boom Shake 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 the Room by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Gosh.
Click.
I need to add that to my list. Thanks.
What? Boom Shalocka Lock Boom or Boom Shake Shake the Room?
Boom Shake the Room.
Okay. Jeff likes that one, actually.
Tick, tick,
We talked about that.
Nice. I'm adding this to my playlist right now.
That was like Will Smith being like less like jokey and family and kind of more hardcore, and then he took a break before Big Willie style went up all in it. So,
oh, getting jiggy with it.
and I guess also, man, while we're at it,
I know we got way off topic.
No. I like add if summertime's not on your playlist, but
it is.
Okay, drums, please.
Play that at all the barbecues. Gotta.
And I love what they said. Cool in the Gang, Summertime Madness. Is it Summertime Madness or Summertime Sad? Summertime Madness is what they sampled. And that is S plus tier if you ask me. If we want to get back to the tier list here, but yeah. Anyways, shout out Will Smith. Don't slap me. And shout out House of Pain. Why not? Yep. All right. Next is Doom Eternal. Hot damn. S tier. The only reason that it doesn't get the plus is because though its gameplay was faster and likened to that of a blood-drenched ballet, I like that.
Nice.
It had some stuff that honestly felt a bit half-baked, and not the movie, Danelle. Speaking of which, we haven't had a half-baked quote for like 5 episodes. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
The narratives, the cutscenes feeling oddly placed and disjointed or shoved in there. Like getting to hang out in the Doom guy's bedroom in between levels was a bit jarring to see. Like,
Huh.
and he had a bunch of toys in his apartment and stuff like that. It changes the vibe a little bit, So he gives it an S tier because you get to see Doom Guy's apartment filled with toys, and I think chips too.
Huh.
Actually almost did a fake snacks segment on the chips that were in his bedroom, but I started
Oh
typing
my
and then
god.
I was like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm bored already. Um,
Aw.
and then finally, like I said, I'm going to shorten this one. Sorry, Sam, because we already have two Doom: The Dark Ages reviews. He's playing it. He's a lot farther along than I am, but he starts out by giving it a C plus tier, um, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he talks about it for a while, and then I'm gonna just kind of skip to the end here. He's actually typing in all caps. He's really ranting about this, and Sam can rant, and it's always fucking hilarious. But he's ranting about a lot of little things. Said a lot of the same things that we did. Um, uh, his last paragraph says, "All that said, so just pretend that you heard him ranting. It's still a game about killing demons where you shield bash and saw lock hell monsters while moving like a tank on rocket skates and spraying flaming fragments of bone out of a skull gun. You know what? Fuck it. Change it to the B minus tier." So
Oh, that's
yeah,
hilarious. He got me. I
yeah.
wasn't expecting that.
No, he ends up liking it. So, anyways, that is Sam's tier list. So, thank you, guest writer Sam Squanch.
Thanks, Sam. That was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, and
We need to do more of these.
absolutely. Jeff's not a fan of it, but that's okay. He'll come around.
What? Why not? What's wrong with
Look
you,
at him, he's
Jeff?
just bored.
What? Hate, 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 hate. Just like last night.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's not enough guest writers in this room for all these suckers, as Ice Cube might say. So, um,
Oh, lordy.
actually, Sam wants to ask the audience: did he miss one? Let us know so we can give it an instant F tier. So,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
he's basically saying, he doesn't want to hear from anyone.
That's,
Um,
that's hilarious.
all right, I think that almost wraps it up. I'm just
Mm.
gonna give. I'm just gonna give some Rapido fire. I'm
Rapido.
not. It's not even like a hey Danelle make sound effects segment or anything like that. So I mentioned in the beginning Doom
Okay.
clones. There was a ton of Doom clones back in the day,
Yeah.
and now there's like actual Doom clones. So it's not just first person shooters, but games that were made. It's like, hey, this is like Doom, but over here or over there, or with in your
Here.
underwear. Actually,
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't think they've made a Doom game in your underwear, but I suppose we could design that. I think we just did. Hey, let's
Yeah.
programmers make a Doom clone where you fight in someone's underwear, and you have to battle the monsters that might.
Or like whenever you get hit, all your like armor comes off and you're just in your underwear and you got to play around again until you can get your armor back.
Absolutely. Well, they made that game. It was called Ghost and Goblins, and we talked about it
What?
last week.
I
To know.
I do remember that name.
Actually, technically, we talked about that last episode. We might have talked about it this week. That's how hard working we are.
I remember the guy now in his little skivvies.
Yeah, skivvies. That was the term.
Not scabies.
No, thank God. I don't want to play that game. Although, if you're playing a game, if it's Doom Underwear
Ooh.
Edition, that might be one of the bosses. The three-headed scabies snake. Oh boy,
Ew, that is nasty.
we've lost listeners now. That's my bad. Anyways, my favorite Doom clones or games that have the name Doom in them are Dusk. So not Doom, but Dusk.
Oh, I was like, what?
Made by pretty much one guy, David Szymanski, I believe his name is, who's a pretty uh, popular but underground indie developer. So Dusk is basically Doom, and you're fighting cult members and demons and shit like that, and you get weapons and it's violent. Um, so that one's really cool. We should check that out. Dusk 82. It's not technically a Doom clone, but it is a demake of the game Dusk. So I thought I would mention that as well. Now, do you know what a demake is?
No.
So instead of a remake, a demake is where you take a game and kind of dumb it down a little bit. And so
Okay.
Dusk looks a lot like Doom. And so
Yeah.
Dusk 82, they made it look like almost an Apple IIe game from the early 80s. And the
Why?
game plays a little bit, it was more like a puzzle game.
Okay.
But so a
Seems like a
demake is
weird
kind
thing
of
to
taking
do.
something and not making it more shiny or fancy. It's making it like old and like more bleepy and bloopy.
Weird. I
Yeah,
don't like it.
you don't like it? Yeah, it's pretty.
No.
It's that honestly.
Seems like a way just to make money and just make the game a lot like cut corners.
Well, in this case, he basically sells his game for nothing. His games for nothing. Like he's very indie,
Oh,
and
okay.
he kind
I
of
take it back. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I like you're not wrong. People do things to make money often, but it is
Yeah.
extremely nerdy. I have to say, so I could see why people would be like,
All
shut
right.
the hell up and move on." Um, the next game is called Hand of Doom. It's not a Doom clone, but it has the name Doom in
Oh.
it, and it looks like a early '90s college student like final film in like a film major class. Like it's really like
Okay. That seems cool.
yeah, like it's got the FMV graphics, and it's like
Hmm.
it's basically like a Cradle of Filth song come to life.
Oh.
It's really 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 cheesy, like on purpose, and also one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs. It's called Hand of Doom, so I wanted to shout that out as well.
Oh, jeez.
Absolutely.
Wah, wah,
Do you like
wah.
Black Sabbath, Dino?
I do.
Good, good. Otherwise, we couldn't.
I
Be
don't
friends.
like listen to them a lot, but I know a couple of their songs. I have a couple of their songs on my
You don't celebrate
playlist.
their entire catalog.
No, it was never really my genre of music. I dabbled.
Oh, nice. And then you dabbed, and then you dabbed. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah, you gotta hit the dab and then do the dab. The next ones I'm gonna just kind of go through these. Star Wars: Dark Forces is Doom in the Star Wars universe.
Ooh.
Okay, pretty cool. Alien Trilogy is Doom in the Alien universe.
Ooh.
Um,
Nice.
and then there's a game called Rise of Triad: Dark War. That game is super ridiculous. Power Slave Exhumed is Doom in Egypt, and
Hmm.
Painkiller is a Doom clone where heavy metal plays the whole time, and hordes of demons come, and basically all you do is clear rooms and move on. It's pretty fun. So yeah, those are my recommendations for Doom clones. Um, Danelle, how many times do you think that we've said, especially me, the word Doom today?
50.
50. I wish I had like a jar full of Doom gumballs, and if you guessed right, you won a prize, which is a copy of Doom. And if anyone's playing along at home and you think you're going to win a prize, let me just say Doom, 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 and now you're all off. So, do you know?
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Cisco. What have you learned today, Danelle?
I missed out on a lot of Doom games
Yeah.
and Doom playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how popular it was, and I just feel like I dropped the ball with this one.
I don't think so. I mean, listen, our sponsor, our future sponsor, Game Pass, not only do they have Doom: The Dark Ages, they have like all the other Dooms on there too, because Microsoft bought Bethesda, which now owns all the rights to Doom, and thus
Yeah.
they're all on Game Pass. Game Pass. Oh man, they're not going
Game
to sponsor us now that I've
Ah,
flubbed their name. Oh, Jeff's so
yeah.
disappointed. He was on the phone with Bill Gates right now,
Stupid. I didn't know
wrapping
you were
up the
selling your
deal.
soul.
Yeah, and then Bill was like, "Did I hear Mikey say Plas on the other end? This deal's over." And then he hung up. It's a pretty
Oh,
bad Bill
gee.
Gates impression, but whatever.
I don't even know a Bill Gates impression.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just think of glasses.
Yes, glasses.
How do you do a glasses impression? I don't know.
Um, how do you do a glasses impression? I don't know. I think
What
it
would
sounds like
glasses
this.
sound like? Ew,
Sorry. Yeah, that
no.
was more a baby.
Ugh.
Well, if that in that case, Danelle, I think that about wraps it up for this week. Unless you're ready to talk about our main topic, the right way and the proper way to put toilet paper on the toilet paper holder. Is it a beard
I
or a
actually
mullet?
am. I can't believe you brought this up.
All right, let's hear it.
I want you to say it really fast. Last weekend, I went to my cousin's birthday. Anyways, I went into their bathroom and I saw that they had the toilet the wrong way. They had it upside down, and I was like, I wanted to go out there to them and be like, "Oh, you're one of those."
Wait, so what's what's
I've
the
never
wrong
heard
way?
beard or mullet. I don't know what that is. What's beard or mullet?
A
Never
beard-
heard of that.
A beard is the front, and so it hangs down the front, and a
Oh.
mullet hangs down the back.
Yeah, the mullet is the wrong way.
Okay, I got you.
And they had the mullet, and so I was gonna like go out there and be like, "You guys are one of those." It's controversial, it really is.
It is. I actually don't care, but I love the fact that so many people care and get passionate about it, like you have.
Yes. So perfect topic. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, we
So
did talk
relevant.
about our main topic.
Nice.
But with that being said, thank you for that, Danelle. So the mullet is the improper way. Getting the high sign from Jeff. So I guess it's time to say goodbye, Danelle.
Goodbye, Danelle.
And no music. Oh, there we go. May your gamer score be heavy and your backlog be light. May your connection be strong and your aim precision tight while you're playing Doom. May your Joy-Cons be as mighty as the ocean, and never should they drift. And for all you QA Space Marines named Doom Guy out there, you'll survive. Yar. Double shift.
Double shift.
Woo. Later, Hosen.